Hello, my name is Karen. I'm with the Indiana Department of Health Vital Records Division, and I'm here to show you the new database registration of Indiana's vital events system, which Indiana is using for registration of our vital events. Vital events would include birth, death, and fetal death. So in the fall of 2020, Indiana will release the DRIVE, Database Registration of Indiana's Vital Events System, for birth and death. In 2021, we will release fetal death into the DRIVE system. One of the new things with the DRIVE system is that we will be able to upload documentation to the records themselves, which is not something we were capable of doing prior to DRIVE. So the training today is to show you how to retrieve and view those documents on those birth and death registrations. So a few items about the DRIVE system before I go into the system. This system is 100% web-based. You can access this site using any of the major web browsers. You can also use the site you can also access the site from a smartphone. You could, as long as you have the Wi-Fi and the web browsers on your smartphone. It is also compatible with tablets, PCs, laptops, Android, and Mac. So we have the full spectrum of ability, compatibility for this new system. The only thing I would like to let you know about it on this system is the only way you can access this system. Of course, you do have to request access, and we will do a review and approval or denial of your access. But you will be only be able to access the system via the Access Indiana portal. So the Access Indiana portal is a portal where once you or any other person, anyone who lives in Indiana can get a user account for the Access Indiana. Once you go into the Access Indiana portal, you'll have the opportunity to go into many state agency service sites. So this could be anything from the Indiana Professional Licensing Association to reserving campground spaces at the state parks, and of course our DRIVE system, which is our vital events registration system for Indiana. Any of those items would be accessible once you log into the Access Indiana portal. You will be required to use your email and create a password to get into the Access Indiana site. Once you create your user information to log into the Access Indiana portal, there will be a DRIVE icon in that you can search for. Once you find that search and find that DRIVE icon, you can click on it. The first time you click on it, it will take you to a new user request form. It is all electronic. There will be no paperwork that you have to download and fill out and re-upload or anything of that sort. It's all electronic. You'll fill out the one-page request for access into our DRIVE site. You will submit it, and then as soon as you submit it, it will go to our people to review your request. We will either approve or deny your request, and we will send you an email notification letting you know that we have approved or denied your request. Once you're approved, the next time you log into Access Indiana and click the DRIVE icon, it will take you immediately into the system. So what it will do, it will take you into this page here. So log into Access Indiana, click the DRIVE icon, and you can bookmark it so you don't have to search it every time. You click that DRIVE icon, and it will immediately take you into here. You do not have to do a second login. So once you're in here, you as a document reviewer for our vital events registration system or vital events records will only have a handful of items to use. But I'm going to step you through the home page just so that you can look at it and review and know what's on your page, where you can and cannot go in this system. So the first thing here is you'll see that this is my location. I'm at the Indiana State Department of Health Vital Records. My username is Doc Review. I'm a document reviewer. Here's the logout button. I also have a few items here with drop downs. So the first one is main, and that gives me my home page, which is the page we're looking at right now. I do have user profile. Now you'll notice that you have a security option here, and this security option is not active for this system. The reason it is not going to be active with the password and security questions is because Access Indiana portal is that security where they're checking your password. And you will change your password with Access Indiana portal, not with the Drive system. The other items you have here is that you have another logout. Messages is not something you will be using, so that is not something that's going to pertain to you. And once you get your own site, you will not have all those messages that you saw I had in mind, because you'll have a different facility that you're associated with. So here we have life events, and this is where you're going to do the bulk of what you will do as a document reviewer. You'll be able to go to birth search and death search. You'll notice here on the fast links, you'll also have those options. You can just come in. So as soon as you come in to the system and to Drive, you'll have birth search and death search, and you can either use the drop down or you can just click on the page there. This is the search page. Now, if this does say or, but I'm going to tell you, you can put a few items over here and you can put a few items over here. So if you know the mother's medical record number and you know the first and last name of the child, you can put that information in and hit search. Or you know the county and a social security number, then you can put that in and hit search. You can also do more, and it'll give you a second set of information you can add in here. On the person organization, you'll see I have a number of options I can have here of information that I would enter. So I can just choose what I want and put mother's maiden name, Smith, and maybe I know that it was in Adams County. And so I'm going to put that. Let's see if something comes up. I'm not sure if it will or not. Oh, there we go. So there are also going to be pop-ups that will let you know when you've not put enough information in. It says here you need last name, social security number, or date of birth required. At least one of those to help with this search. As you can imagine, mother's maiden name Smith in the county, Adams County, and this would be looking for every record that we have in the system. And we do actually have records that go back to the 1700s. Not a lot of them, but they are there. So this could certainly be quite a search. So that is how the search works here. I'm going to just go ahead and do a very simple search. I have a record here that I'm going to show you. Brian Farmer. And that is the child's information. And I'm going to go into the date, and I know the date of birth. And of course, I can put date of birth here, or I can put it over here. Either side's fine for this. So I do want to show you the way the dates work. You can just put in the digits themselves. It will modify it. You saw how I put in the 0909. Put in 09/09/2020. It actually does change it to the format it wants. You can also use the calendar icon. That works too. However you'd like, whatever you feel most comfortable with. I'm going to hit search. Oh, it's going, because I put Brian Farmer over here, it is going to make me put it over here. Oh, so this is a good teaching moment here. So I had asked to put in a second section here, and it's saying, no, you need to put information in. I did not have enough information put in here. So what I'm going to do, because I've been playing around with this a little bit, and I have Adams over here, I just want to clear out this search option. So I'm just going to hit clear, and I'm going to go back, get rid of all the little things that I was playing with, and I'm going to start over. And I'm just going to put 99. So I'm going to do this. To show you, see, I had a little bit of information on one side, a little bit of information on the other side, and looked at both of them to pull the record that I want. So to go through this, case ID, that's electronic record number here. State file number, so this is a registered case or registered record here in Indiana. This system, because of how you'll be working with this, it will actually pull up unregistered records, so ones that are still in the process of being registered but have not yet. So you will actually get records that a lot of people do not have access to, because most people only get access to the ones that have been registered at the state. But you will, in this drive system, be able to see the ones that are still not registered. So state file number, which is a 4-digit year, and then a 6-digit number that runs sequentially throughout the year. The child's name, which is hyperlinked, so you can just click on it to go into the record. The date of birth, we are in a birth search. The sex, and the place of birth by county. So I could always hit new search if I needed to, if this, if I decide I need something else, but I'm going to go ahead and click on this because this is the person I'm looking for. So this is what you will see. You will not see the entire birth record, but you will see a small section of it, which is the child's page, so that you can determine if this is the correct person that you need and verify that the birth did occur. So I will again show you a handful of items here that the biggest one, of course, being the fact that you have the person who was born, the child, you have the date of birth, and here you can see that there was an amendment done on this record. Now, so with the amendment, you can go into attachments, and you'll see that there is an attachment on here because it has the check mark. So I'm going to go ahead and go in that attachment, and I'm going to see what this is. All I have is, it says brianfarmer.pdf, and it tells me this was done on 9/9/2020, and that's when it was uploaded, and that it's just listed as documentary evidence. So if I go ahead and open this record, this PDF form, to see what's been uploaded as an attachment, now I know why there was what the amendment was. The amendment was there was a paternity affidavit amendment done to add the father to the record. Or actually, this was not. Yep, there we go. Biological father. Yep, there we go. David Farmer. So to add the father to the record. So here's how you will be able to retrieve the documents that will be on the birth records, and this would work the same with the death records as well. Although I will show you quickly a death record in a minute. So you will also have access to any other documents that are attached. If you notice here, you do have the ability to view, just like we did, but you will not be able to delete those for obvious reasons. You are a reviewer, not have the ability to add or subtract documents that are attached to the records. So the other items that could be attached here, of course, would be court orders that you may want to have access to or to review. But generally, it would be the paternity affidavits and court documents, and maybe some additional things related to amendments that are done to the birth records, additional documentation. I'm going to hit return. So after I'm done with the record, I have a couple options. I can hit return, And it takes me back to my search because that was the last place I was. So here I could go to a new search. I could go up here, I could go to home. So I have my fast links available to me here, the birth search and death search. And I'm going to go into a death search. So same thing works. You'll notice some of the things are different. You know, it says saying date of birth, it says date of death, but otherwise the search page is relatively the same. I'm just going to do a time frame on my search here. So I'm going to do September 1st to September 10th of 2020. And of course, for your searches, I recognize they're going to be much different. It's often going to be first, last name, maybe mother's information. Here you can see the number of items that you'd have to be able to put in here. And this, of course, is death. That's thus the options here. So you have a number of items that you can add to these records or add to your search to be able to pull up the records that you're looking at. So this one I pulled up a lot more because it was a very broad search. And you'll see that I have hyperlinks for all of these records and these names for these records that I can go into. I also have a total of 128 records, and I have 13 pages of records here that I can look in. So, of course, the best way to do this would be to have as much information as you can so that you limit your search, but you can certainly still pull in up to 200 records. Here, the maximum records to display is 200. You can actually set that higher if you need to. I'm pretty sure no one wants to sift through 200 records, but if you do want to look for more, you certainly can do that. It will tell you that it's not a good idea to do that, but it'll do it. And so now I still only have 128 records because that's all I actually have within that date frame. So a few other things I wanted to go run through, and then our training will be done. The items are the Soundex. So say I have, I think it's Smith, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's Smythe. There's some other variation, or maybe there's an E. What I can do is do Soundex, and it'll actually look for words that would sound like this. That can certainly be very convenient for some of those stranger spelling names or something like Smith and Smythe. So you can use that Soundex option. The other one's swap names. So if you're not sure which name is the first name and which one's the last name, then you can do I still have that. So you can do the swap names. So if you were to do your first search and it's not going to come up with anything, I can go back and I can say swap name, and it'll do the search with the names different. The first name becomes the last name becomes the first. So that's all I had to go through today. I hope you enjoyed your time stepping through the Drive registration system. It is certainly a very exciting system to use. And if you do have any questions on how to use the system, you can always reach out to your local health departments at your counties and your cities to ask them questions. They are certainly a great help and can assist you with any questions you may have. You'd also contact the Indiana Department of Health Vital Records Division. We are also always available to help assist you with any questions that you may have. And thirdly, we do have our Vital Records IT help desk. Certainly, if you have IT issues, they are the ones to call or email. Their email is vrhelpdesk, that's VR helpdesk @isdh.in.gov. Thank you for joining me today. Have a good day.